If you've ever wondered what old Hollywood privacy feels like in 2025, this is it. We're in Beverly Crest, tucked above the city, and behind these tall gates sits a legendary Beverly Hills estate on 2.37 acres, with panoramic ocean and skyline views stretching all the way to Malibu. And in a second, I'll show you the one spot on this property where you can literally soak in a tub while the city sparkles right in front of you. This arrival is pure cinema. The driveway curves like a private boulevard, framed by sculpted greenery that feels almost architectural. It slows you down in the best way, because the home wants you to arrive, not just pull in. And then it opens into this expansive motor court, big enough for 20-plus cars. The scale is impressive, but the vibe is calm. It's the kind of place where valet service makes sense, even if it's just for your friends on a Saturday night. That centerpiece fountain sets the tone immediately. Classic, composed, and quietly expensive. Every angle here feels like a postcard, and we haven't even stepped inside yet. The architecture reads, Modern Tuscan, Mediterranean, originally built in 1956, and now presented after a multi-year renovation. So you get that timeless Beverly Hills pedigree with the kind of finish level today's buyers expect. Walk with me. Behind these doors is a home that's designed for two very different moods: grand entertaining and totally private family living. And somehow, it does both without feeling like a museum. Before we go deeper, look at this. This is why estates like this almost never trade hands, because the view isn't a nice bonus. It's the main character. Ocean, city lights, coastline. This is your everyday backdrop. From above, you really understand the scale. Lawns, gardens, mature trees, the pool terrace, and a lighted tennis court with its own pavilion. And the privacy is serious. There are no neighboring homes overlooking the property. Let's start outside, because this is where you'll live. This is a heated in-ground pool that sits like a resort centerpiece, with open sky above, and the cabana, guesthouse energy, right in front of you. And then, the view line. The landscaping is manicured to perfection, but it's also strategic. It frames the city like artwork, while keeping the estate feeling secluded. This terrace is what I call long lunch architecture. Bougainvillea, climbing the columns, French doors, stone underfoot. This is where a casual lunch becomes a 4-hour conversation that accidentally turns into sunset drinks. Same story here. Open the doors, let the breeze in, coffee on the table, and suddenly your morning routine feels like you're staying at your own boutique hotel. This is the magic of true indoor-outdoor flow. At night, the property shifts into this glamorous, private club vibe. This space is a flex. It can be a gym, an entertainment pavilion, a hangout lounge, whatever your lifestyle needs. The lighting, the openness, the energy. It's a mood. And yes, you have a full-size tennis court lighted, so you can play late. This is the kind of amenity that changes your social life. You're not going to the club comes to you. Plus a covered spectator lounge right off the court, so even if you're not playing, you're part of the moment. Imagine hosting a doubles match while drinks are being poured right here in the shade. And for families, it's not just beautiful, it's functional. There's a dedicated children's playground, play court area, and wide, flat lawns that actually invite you to use them. Now, inside this kitchen is the heart of the home. Oversized island, marble surfaces, endless cabinetry, and lighting that makes the whole space feel warm and elevated after dark. This is where everyone naturally gathers, even when you try to keep the party in the living room. And I love that it's connected to the main living areas. You can cook, entertain, and still feel connected to the outdoors. Those arched doors pull the backyard right into the house. Picture this: music on, doors open, the air is cool, the tennis court is glowing outside, and the house feels like one continuous experience instead of separate rooms. Then you have the more intimate, classic side of the estate. Exposed beams, a fireplace, a grand piano moment. This is where you end the night. Lower lights, good conversation, maybe someone brave enough to touch the keys. And for pure entertainment, there's an oversized private theater complete with a snack room and 2 powder rooms right nearby. It's designed so movie night doesn't interrupt the flow of the home. Now let me take you to the primary suite, because this is where the house whispers, "You've made it." It's bright, elegant, and oversized. More like a private penthouse inside your own estate. Plus, it opens directly to a terrace with views. And notice the scale. A real sitting area, full-height glass, soft textures. This room is built for slow mornings, coffee, sunlight, and the city far below, like it belongs to someone else. Here's that moment I promised you. A soaking tub placed right at the window, so you're literally bathing with a skyline view. It's indulgent, yes, but it also feels peaceful, like the world is on mute. This second bathroom moment goes full 5-star. Dramatic stone, warm wood cabinetry, and a shower that feels like a private spa suite. And because the primary suite includes dual baths and dual dressing areas, mornings don't require negotiation. There's also a flexible bonus space, perfect as a nursery, office, wardrobe room, or a dedicated massage, wellness studio, like this. That kind of optionality is what separates a big home from a truly thoughtful estate. And you can see the family-friendly side throughout this nursery setup is adorable, but it also signals something bigger. This estate can hold a full, beautiful life, not just parties. Guest rooms here don't feel like afterthoughts. Imagine your friends or family waking up, stepping straight onto the lawn, and realizing they're basically staying in a luxury retreat. Even the powder rooms are moments. This one is all about texture and drama. Marble cladding, sculptural mirrors, statement lighting. It's the kind of room guests talk about on the way home. And if you actually work, this office is a dream. Warm wood floors, built-ins, and that arched window, framing greenery, your meetings instantly feel calmer. This is where deals get done. Back outside this terrace dining setup is the definition of casual luxury. You're having lunch in the sun, but the view is giving you a reminder that you're hovering above one of the most iconic cities on Earth. Now we're in twilight, and the estate becomes cinematic again. The pool reflects the sky, the cabana glows, and everything feels curated like the house is staging its own film set every evening. This is when the view really hits. The skyline starts to sparkle, the air cools down, and you realize you don't need to go out. This is going out. Even the arrival sequence is dramatic at night. Landscape lighting, layered hedges, soft shadows. Coming home here feels like stepping into a private world that's completely separated from the noise of LA. And the house holds its presence from every angle. Arched loggias, balanced proportions, that classic roofline, timeless Mediterranean romance, but updated for modern living. One more time from above. This is a true Beverly Hills compound main residence. Guest house energy, security house, and resort amenities set on 2.37 acres with sweeping ocean and city views. And that's the point of a property like this. It's not just luxury, it's protection. A tall gated entrance, a long private drive, and a state-of-the-art security system with perimeter and grounds monitoring designed so you can actually relax once you're home. Add in the grounds, lawns, gardens, and that perfectly maintained landscaping, and you start to understand why estates like this become part of Hollywood lore. This one has a storied past, with ties connected to Cary Grant and Doris Day's family true Beverly Hills history woven into the property. So if you could claim one moment of this estate as yours, what would it be? The tennis nights, the resort pool days, the theater screenings, or that bathtub with the skyline view? Drop your favorite feature in the comments, And if you want more iconic estates like this, Beverly Hills, Bel Air, Malibu, make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you in the next tour. What was your favorite feature? The 20-plus car motor court? The lighted tennis court? The private theater? Or the Skyline View primary bath? Comment below and subscribe for more luxury tours.